Today we're going to solve systems that are 3 by 3 systems, and we're going to use substitution. So as we follow our steps along the slide, the first thing we want to do is go ahead and have one equation solve for one variable. So I notice I have this first equation only has 2 variables in it. So I'm going to solve this, and I'm going to choose to solve it for x. So 3x equals 3y minus 6. I'm moving the negative 3y to the other side, making it positive. Then divide by 3 on everything. And x equals y minus 2. So this equation I'm going to use to plug into the other 2 equations. So I'm going to replace the x in the other 2 equations with my expression y minus 2. So the first one is z equals negative 3 times y minus 2 minus 3y plus 9. And the second equation is going to be negative 4 times y minus 2 plus 5y plus z equals 8. So I'm going to take time to go ahead and simplify each of these. So let's distribute first. We'll work on the left one first. Negative 3y plus 6, watch that negative sign, minus 3y plus 9. As we continue to simplify it, that gives me negative 6y plus 15. And I'm going to choose to put it into standard form and move the 6y back to the other side. So I'm going to end up having 6y plus z equals 15. Okay, now we're going to do the equation on the right-hand side. So we're going to distribute there, negative 4y plus 8 plus 5y plus z equals 8. Combine like terms. I have this 8. Okay, let's combine like terms first. So I have negative 4y and positive 5y. So that's just 1y plus 8 plus z equals 8. And then we're going to subtract the 8 on both sides. So we get 1y plus z equals 0. Okay, that's okay. We can have a 0 there. So that's the first piece of the substitution. So now what we have are 2 equations that have only a y and a z in them. So this puts us right where we are with being able to use substitution to be able, or in this case elimination, to be able to solve this. So I'm going to rewrite this 6y plus z equals 15. And I'm going to bring my other equation over, 1y plus z equals 0. And I want to go ahead and use elimination now to solve this. So I have a few options. I'm going to choose to go ahead and multiply the second equation by a negative 1. That's going to allow that z in the term to become negative, and my z's will cancel out. So when I rewrite this now, I have the original equation up there, 6y plus z equals 15. And then I have the multiplied equation, so this is negative y minus z equals still 0, because negative 1 times 0 is 0. Then we add down. So 6y minus 1y is 5y. Z's cancel, that gives me a 15, and y equals 3. So we just found the y value for this entire system. So we need to take this now and substitute back in. And when I look at all my options, I notice I have an equation from the very beginning that was an x equals equation with a y variable in it, with just the x and the y. If I plug it into one of these others, I still have that z term, so that doesn't help me a lot. So let's go ahead then and put this in to this one that says x equals, I'm going to stick this into x equals y minus 2, but I'm going to replace the y with a 3. So x equals 3 minus 2, so x equals 1. Okay, so now we're almost done. We have 2 of the 3 variables solved for. Now we just need to find the last one. So I have a couple equations up here in the beginning that I can choose from. Notice the middle one, though, is already a z equals. So I'm going to use that equation. So using that one, come down here to the bottom of my paper. So this equation is z equals negative 3x minus 3y plus 9. So I'm going to replace both the x and the y into this equation. So z equals negative 3 times 1 minus 3 times the 3 plus 9. And if you can see the colors, the 3, that y, that was originally green, and then the 1 was originally red. So that's where those are coming from there. Substitute and substitute. Okay, and then to get the final answer, I just need to do order of operation, and this becomes negative 3 minus 9 plus 9, so that cancels, so z equals negative 3. Now, this is called an ordered triple because I have an x, a y, and a z, so my final answer should be written as an ordered triple in the form x comma y comma z. So x comes first to be 1 comma 3 comma negative 3. And that's the final answer. So now that you have this copied down, you kind of have a little bit of background. So in class tomorrow, your teacher is going to go ahead and do number 2 and example 2 and then example 3 you guys are going to work on together in class. We just wanted to have you a backup to give you a little bit of background before the lesson tomorrow.